All right, guys, today what we're going to be running is called a TLB, and TLB stands for tractor, loader, backhoe. So it's a tractor with a loader and a backhoe, and we're going to be doing snowplow removal and piling deep snow today. Now, one of the things that we want to look at is we've got the backhoe part. We nickname that the stinger because it kind of looks like the stinger of a scorpion. We've got the boom arms supports right here. We use these whenever we are going to be using the back part of the machine. This happens to be a two-wheel drive model. This is called a John Deere 310E. This is a little bit of an older tractor, which, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's been very trusty and faithful for us for a while. She's not overly pretty on the inside, but we'll hop inside and we'll start piling up some deep snow. Our support machine that's going to be working with us today is going to be the ASV RT75. This is a 75 horsepower tracked skid steer. He's going to be going a little bit off-road and moving a lot of deep snow. He's got the actual bucket for our bigger loader on because we can use that with snow. It won't hurt nothing. So let's next we'll climb inside and then we'll show you around, and we'll get this video started. All right, so a tractor loader backhoe kind of drives like an automobile, oddly enough. So some of the main differences are you do got a big bucket on the front. And we keep some extra equipment in the back. Make sure both of my boom arms are up, but you got forward. Parking brake is on. It won't move without the parking brake being on. So this machine has 4 gears. You want to make sure that our boom arm is in good position. I like to try to keep it angled down a little bit. We've got 4 forward gears, first, second, third, and fourth. You don't really shift on the fly like you would with a vehicle. You kind of pick a gear and you go. So when we're transporting and moving, then that's when we use 4th gear, which is what we're in right now. Backhoes are a little awkwardly balanced because of the backhoe part on it. You can start to get a little bit of this action happening. You can drive down the road with them. We've got full flashers, hazmat signs, or hazardous signs. I think they're called slow moving vehicle signs. Going behind the snow pile, and I'm going to be taking what he flings up onto the pile and stacking it higher. So we're going to be working as a team today. You can see him climbing off-road there. I'm still in 4th gear. When I'm working like this, we're gonna go with a lower gear. We don't need speed. With some older equipment, the speed of the hydraulics is dependent on the speed of the ASV, the skid loader out in front of us, also has a foot feed, but also has a constant throttle. This one does too. I have a constant throttle right here. On a backhoe, you don't typically use that. You normally would use your foot feed. Inches of snow come in a couple days ago, so we were all plowing for 24 hours straight. What happened here was one of the newer guys, it was snowing so hard at some point, lost track of where the edge of the parking lot was and went right over onto the sidewalk and slid almost down into the ditch. So we got to just come in here and get that cleaned out. Guys, we have to open up the trail. The machine in front of us, the ASV, will be doing it. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a different view so you can see the cab from a different setting. I'll be stacking snow. I'm going to be acting as the support vehicle. He's going to be going off-road in the ASV right in front of us. And we want to try to get this snow stacked up as high as we can. This was the first snow event of the year, 21-incher. We're already out of room, but this was dumped on us all at once, so it's easy to run out of room when you get it all at once. It doesn't have a chance to melt or burn down, so we'll push her back and make room for the next snow event that's coming our way. So the bucket is controlled with my right arm. Forward and back on this machine is controlled with my left hand. It's just very simple forward and back. The speed of the hydraulics is actually controlled by the speed of the motor. I'm using the foot feed down below. Now this machine does do something kind of interesting. It actually can steer, not just with the steering wheel here, but it actually can also skid steer with the tires. Meaning I can brake the left tire, or I can brake the right tire, excuse me, and get the machine to turn one way or another way. And it does get used when we're in super tight conditions and we really need good control of the machine. Well, you find yourself using those pedals a lot more than you think you would. Interesting things about this machine, I don't know if I pointed this out earlier or not, it will stack snow a little bit higher than the skid loader, but it'll stack it out further away from me, so that means I can get the center mass of the pile further out. Not by much, although it looks like it would be a big difference. It's not much difference. So as I back up, I'm not just conscious of my machine doesn't just stop right behind me where my seat is. I got a whole nother portion of the machine to watch out for. He's got to watch out when he lifts up high as he's stacking snow, that his machine doesn't get kitty-wampus, because it can. I think he'd be better off in this spot. I'm going to back out of this space. Ah, he gave me the look. He gave me the look. So when I say he gave me the look, he gave me the look. When I was backing up, I hadn't cranked my wheels all the way over the way I wanted it to, so even though the back of my machine was going the way I wanted it to, that meant the front was not, and it was aiming towards him. And that was dangerous. I could have just put my bucket right into his cab. And I should have never let that happen. But when you're trying to get out of the way, rushing, sometimes things happen. Nothing did happen, but it's one of those things you gotta be aware of. Oh, and while I got you guys here, there's one thing I do want to add about these videos. They are best viewed with a set of 360 goggles if you happen to have them. I tried one of these on. I tried on a set of 360 goggles once at my friend Dan's house, and I went out and I bought my own set within a week afterward. It's such an incredible viewing experience. When you put the goggles on and you put it in full 360 mode, it should feel like you are sitting right next to me as we're working. You can look down, you can look up, you can look all around, you can look anywhere you want, just as if you were sitting here looking around just like it when I give you some instruction and basically talk you through some of the stuff that's going on, because I'm also going to be doing one where I don't talk. I just let you guys watch, let you guys just kind of soak it in, see what I'm doing without talking through it, because sometimes you can just get a good feel for what's happening just by being there. So you guys can look for that one coming out right quick as well. That's it for this one, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think of this one in the comments down below.